Welcome back to another episode of Blissful Beings with myself, Janine, and Dr. Mel. Today, we're talking about 10 steps to fulfillment. Are you chasing happiness or fulfillment? There is a difference. The things that make you feel happy are not always the same things that make you feel fulfilled. Happiness is that feeling you get when you're finally buying the new car or moving into a new home or closing that deal. Fulfillment is what you experience when you use your unique or natural gifts like your intelligence, compassion, creativity, determination to make an impact on the lives of others. It's okay to want both. We're all wanting more happiness and more fulfillment. In this episode, Dr. Mel and I are going to reveal exactly how you can acquire and experience more of both in every area of your life. While there's no such thing as having a perfect life, we can begin to lead a more fulfilling one. With this in mind, here are 10 steps you could take to live a more fulfilling life. 1, identify who you really are. For me, it was like breaking down and really developing what I wanted to wake up to, what was my passions, what was my mission. And I broke it down. I wanted to empower others. I wanted to make a change. I wanted other females in finance industries and male-dominated workplaces to feel empowered.
I think for me, it was healing people, finding ways to make people better and improving their physical well-being. But first, I had to do step 2 as well before I could fulfill my purpose. I had to let go of those unpleasant experiences. The only real obstacle in your path to fulfilling your life is letting go of your past. You need to work through all the hurt and disappointment and let go of any unpleasant experiences that are affecting your present behavior. Everybody tells themselves the story of who they are. And if you can change that story to help build your confidence and not focus on all your past experiences and not letting them affect your present being, and just knowing that everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has baggage. And if you can just let that go, you'll be able to grow and be better in the present.
Yeah, I think a mindset that's worked for me is knowing that every day is a new day to start again and just keeping that in motion. And yeah, you might be working and focused on growth, but then there might be that day of setback. And instead of letting that setback then dwindle into weeks of setback and letting it be one day and coming back stronger and then focused on growth again. Yeah, it's just really detaching from that story you're telling yourself that keeps you in that place. And then I guess that's what will lead us to step number 3, practicing empathy and compassion. Everyone desires meaning, fulfillment, and security, even if it's expressed in different ways. It is therefore important to get out of our narcissistic bubble and appreciate life.
And it leads us perfectly into step 4. Take care of yourself. You're not going to be able to help other people grow if you don't take care of yourself first. This may be the most important step. It was the most important step for me. It was so hard for me to see as a healthcare professional that it was just as important to care for myself than it was to care for others. When I began to take care of myself, I was able to give so much more to others.
We live in such a fast-paced environment. Sometimes just slowing down for 5-10 minutes, closing your door, having a meditation. So sometimes it's like that. It's like, give me my time. Don't ever think it's selfish for you to, go in a room and close the door. Number 5, fifth step to living a fulfillment life. Find meaning at work. As we spend a lot of our time at work, it's crucial to find a job that you feel passionate about and it best fits who you are. Back to your authentic self. Feeling bored or unsatisfied at work is a big sign that you need change. Live a passionate life, especially at work. There's people who are miserable at their job. Just leave it. I promise you, the universe will align and you will align to a job that makes you happy. There's no sense to be miserable.
Exactly. And I think sometimes maybe it's not leaving work, but finding your why behind what you're doing. Why am I doing this? Why am I here? Is this authentically me? And when I kept searching, I was able to realize, yes, this is why I'm doing it. And sometimes you have to go back to your why because
Yeah.
there's so much chaos around you. There's so many negative people around you, and unless you find that why and go back to yourself and dig for that why, you can get lost in the chaos.
That leads us perfectly to number 6. Go ahead, Mel, take it away.
Be selective about your relationships. I'll say it over again. So important. There's so many negative people around you. Humans are social beings. We are hardwired for connection. However, you need to be selective about these connections. Let go of draining relationships with negative, dishonest, or overly critical people, as well as people who don't respect you or prevent you from growing. Your support system is everything.
One negative person can affect 5 people, whereas like it's harder for those 5 people to bring that person up. It's a very, very cautious thing to take account of because having those negative, draining people around you will bring you down.
I just had a conversation last night with one of my clients about this. She's realizing her niece is draining her, and she was venting to me that she's aware now that this person is draining her. And I'm like, pat yourself on the back that you're aware. Like, don't be upset that you understand that now. Now you have to be strong enough to start setting your boundaries from her.
And that continues since step number 7, never stop learning. The best blessing of the universe, of our lives, of the life we get to live, is that you can never stop learning. Like, it's a forever adventure. If I could set an intention in my whole life, it's never to stop exploring, never stop learning.
If you feel stuck in your life, just go learn a new skill or go on a new adventure or meet a new group of friends or find a new community to dive into. I feel like that's the perfect way of getting unstuck sometimes. And if you're really feeling stuck, that leads us to the next step, step 8, which is seek help and guidance from professionals. Never be afraid to ask for help. Coaches or psychotherapists can guide you on this journey. These professionals can help you become mindful of your patterns of behavior. They will change your fears, unlock your potential, and guide you to the experience, feelings of personal worth, purpose, and richness in living. There's always people who have done it before, a mentor, a coach, a therapist, somebody to help give you the playbook is all you need sometimes. Is just a little guide to push you in the right direction, and it'll get you right back on track.
So step number 9 is give generously to others. And it doesn't have to be money. It could be your time. Giving to others increases your self-esteem, improves your happiness, and has also been proven to lower your blood pressure and help you live a longer life.
And like Janine said, it doesn't have to be money, but giving your time, helping somebody out, helping a neighbor, it just feels so good when you do it. And that comes to our final step, number 10, is practice gratitude. Being grateful is so fulfilling in life, acknowledging the good that you already have in life. Being grateful is one of the simplest and most powerful things you can do. In a nutshell, an effective way to begin living more authentically is envisioning the life you want and identify the elements that energize you and make you happy. While happiness is not the goal, but a byproduct of a life well lived, you can still build happy memories with lasting impact.
So gratitude is a beautiful thing, especially when you're growing and you're, manifesting or living the life you want to live. It's always so important to just be so grateful for what you have, because when you're grateful for what you have, and even when you don't think you have it yet, you need to be grateful for what you have to attract more. Law of attraction. It's so key in life. And you really just have to know that everything you want is here in the here and now. It's just, you need to get there vibrationally. You need to get there spiritually.
The one quote that has always stuck with me is what you appreciate appreciates.
Yep. So I just want to sum everything up for you guys and recap our 10 steps to fulfillment, because I know we threw a lot out at you. So just a quick summary. Step 1 is to identify with who you really are. Live your most authentic life. 2, let go of the unpleasant experiences. 3, practice empathy and compassion. Number 4, take care of yourself first. Number 5, find meaning at work. 6, be selective about your relationships. 7, never stop learning. 8, seek help and guidance from professionals. 9, give generously to others. 10, practice gratitude. I truly hope this has resonated with you, has maybe helped you, and if it has, please share this episode with a friend. This is Blissful Beings. Thank you for joining us for another episode.